What would you do if you woke up one morning and your shadow was missing? I mean, seriously? No shadow at all? Well, for one curious boy, that's exactly what happens. And now his shadow is running wild through town, causing chaos, pulling pranks, and making a name for itself. Can he catch his runaway shadow before sunset? Or is he doomed to be the boy with no shadow forever? Miles woke up one sunny morning, stretched his arms, and yawned so big that his blanket fell right off the bed. As he stepped onto the floor, he noticed something strange. No shadow. He looked behind him. He looked under the bed. He even waved his arms and did a silly dance. "Miles, where's my shadow?" he asked out loud. But there was no reply, only sunlight spilling across his room. He ran to the mirror. Yep, still Miles. But his shadow? Gone? At breakfast, Mom was reading the news on her phone. "Mom, that's odd," she said. "Someone just reported a shadow doing cartwheels on top of the library roof." "Miles!" Miles' eyes got huge. "Mom! That's my shadow!" He threw on his shoes and bolted out the door. At the library, a crowd had gathered. Everyone was pointing up. There on the roof was a wobbly shadow spinning and flipping like a circus star. "Miles, that's my shadow." The shadow froze, then giggled. Yes, giggled. And jumped into a passing stroller's wheels. "Miles, hey, come back here." Miles chased it, but the shadow was fast. Next stop, the local grocery store. Miles burst through the automatic doors and oh boy, it was pure chaos. Bananas were bouncing everywhere. Shopping carts were spinning in wild circles. And would you believe it? Miles's shadow was riding on a watermelon like a surfboard. Miles shouted, slipping on a grape. The shadow laughed silently, blew a kiss, and vanished again, this time through the checkout lights like a magician. By the time Miles got to the park, his shadow had already photobombed 6 family pictures, danced with a squirrel, and was now playing hide-and-seek with a statue. The shadow paused for a second, then pointed to a shady bench. It sat down, and motioned for Miles to sit too. Miles sighed and sat beside it. The shadow made shapes in the sunlight, like a dog, then a bird, then a heart. The shadow nodded. The shadow stood, gave a dramatic bow, and slowly stepped back onto Miles's feet, arms, and shoulders. It fit perfectly. As the sun began to set, Miles walked home. His shadow walked with him, matching every step. They jumped, they twirled. They even waved goodbye to the statue and the dancing squirrel. From that day on, Miles made sure to play more, laugh often, and never take his shadow for granted again. Even shadows need adventure sometimes. But the best place for them? Right by your side. The end.